If you're coming to France soon,
here are 3 things you should know.
Today we're gonna have the 3rd episode of French Unfiltered. So thank you so much for being live with us, and I hope you're gonna have the best time. Today we're gonna talk about the 3 biggest mistakes travelers make whenever they come to France. Alex, how are you?
I'm good, ça va. It's an exciting topic. I'm sure that many of you are planning to visit France this year, and we're here to help you not make mistakes that many people make before and when they're in the city. Okay?
So if you're coming to France soon, we're here to help you.
Allez, c'est parti.
What is the first mistake, Alex?
So the very first mistake, and before I give the very first mistake,
oh yeah, we have a surprise for you guys.
We have a huge surprise for you, okay? Stay until the end of this live or watch the entire live in class if you're rewatching, and we'll give you a little,
a big gift, we'll say.
A little gift before Christmas,
yes.
Avant Noël. So, the big mistake, la première erreur que beaucoup de touristes font is to forget to say bonjour or bonsoir in every places they go to.
So yeah, basically whenever you're in France, you have to say bonjour or bonsoir if it's after 6 p.m. to everyone whenever you go somewhere. So if you go to the shop, you say bonjour. If you go to the bakery, you say bonjour. If you go to the gym, you have to say bonjour as well. Every single time that you enter a place and you see new people, you have to greet them and you have to say it properly. You say bonjour. You can even add comment ça va or ça va. Comment s'est passé votre journée, and just go for it with the flow and with the little, I guess it's kind of like our small talk kind of in France.
It's honestly, it will create such a tense atmosphere if you walk into the bakery or into a library.
Or even the elevator. If you're in the elevator and you do not say bonjour, people are gonna look at you like, have you been educated?
People think it's obvious. Like you might think like, of course, when I walk in, I'm gonna say bonjour. Like this is like bare minimum when it comes to respect. But sometimes you forget, right? And
you're on your thing. You have your headphones. You probably don't think about it. Well, if you enter the bus and there's the driver right there, you have to say bonjour. It's just gonna make them happy. You're gonna have a great day. You're making them having a great day as well. It's just simple greeting that you have to do.
Yeah.
Now, what about mistake number 2?
La deuxième erreur, I would say that expecting fast services when you are in France.
That's a big thing.
American style service is something that we're pretty bad at doing. And the reason why is because French people like to take their time. They don't like to be rushed. Remember when you're going to a restaurant, and I mentioned this in one of our videos recently, is you're going into somebody's space, somebody's home. Even if you are the customer, the client, you're still, going into someone's place. So you have to respect the rules. And when it comes to changing some of the things on the menu, sometimes they might not really be open to do that. Okay, so, that's just one thing to keep in mind. What about the check?
Before we go over the check, and you're talking about waiting time, we talked about a little surprise that we have for you. If you want to know a bit more about that surprise without us saying too much, you might be able to comment waitlist right now on the live to see what kind of surprise we might have for you towards the end of the live and that class today, that episode of French Unfiltered. And again, if you just joined us, thank you so much for being here. And we're talking about the biggest mistakes travelers make whenever they come to France. So now, you said about
the check.
The check.
Yeah.
So whenever you're waiting for either the beer or the check in France, it might take much more time than whenever you're in the US. So whether you're at the restaurant or even sometimes at a fast food. At fast food, it's pretty fast. Waitlist already? Yes, please keep commenting. Waitlist to see what the surprise is all about. But yeah, the check. Whenever you're at the restaurant, it will take probably around 20 minutes for the waiter to actually come with the check by himself or herself. So you have to say something. You have to say that you want it. If you see it takes too much time, you can just stand up and go at the register and just pay there. That works as well if you're really short on time and you want to gain some time. But usually it's just for us to take more time, because in France, we usually have lunch in between 12 to 2 p.m. So it takes us 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the waiters know that. So whenever it's around 2 p.m., they will be a bit quicker with the bill. But if it's 12:30, 1:30, or even just 1, they'll take the time because they know you have that hour off. And it's like that all over France. So it's not like some companies have until 1, some others until 2. It's always in between 12 and 2, you have that stop, so that's why the beer would take much more time to come to us.
That's actually another good point, is that after 2 p.m. most of the restaurants in France are going to be closed.
Yes.
So like from 2 to 7 p.m. you might not find places that serve food, okay? So don't expect walking in at 3:30 p.m. getting like looking for lunch.
So around what time should they actually start going to dinner?
I would think that dinner time starts around like 7, right? I think the early reservations are like 7, and then anything between 8 and 9 p.m. is usually the time we eat food. Maybe
So
10 p.m. if you're like Tom.
So if you're from the UK or from the US, we eat very late in France. Not as late as in Spain. In Spain, I know it's around 9 or 9:30 even sometimes. But in France, it's really, the peak time is 8, I would say. And everything beforehand, if you try to go to a restaurant and have dinner around 6, it will be tough, I would say. Some restaurants are based for tourism, so they will be open all day long, especially in Paris, but it's still extremely rare for you to be able to eat around 5 or 5:30. It'll be tough to find something like that. And if you just join, you can maybe comment waitlist under the live. If you're watching afterwards, you can also comment waitlist in the comments so you can see what we're talking about.
And you will receive a little surprise DM from us.
At the end.
Okay? And last thing I will say about restaurant is if you ever ask for the receipt, remember there's one simple way to do it, is to say l'addition, s'il vous plaît. Nice and easy. L'addition, s'il vous plaît.
And if you became very friendly with your waiter, you can say s'il te plaît.
Yeah.
If you're very friendly, if you know the person, your waiter.
If you make friends with French waiters, you're very lucky.
Yeah, you're French.
Let's say that.
So what's the third mistake, Alex?
So the third one, and I really want you guys to take this, write this down, is to expect French people to all speak English, okay?
It's not going to happen.
we do speak English. I feel like we will still understand like basic English. However, I'm not pointing out the fact that we're not the best at English. What I'm saying here is maybe start your sentence with French, okay? There's this whole stereotype of people thinking that the French are rude and that you're going to try to speak French and we're going to correct you and be super mean. But actually, that's not really my experience, especially when I've seen...
everything that we've heard, and if it's the case for you as well, please let us know in the comments. We would like to know if it was kind of annoying for you whenever you're friend, or if anyone was rude to you, because everything we've heard from people traveling to France that French people were extremely nice, especially if you were starting with a French sentence. So just like we said earlier, as long as you greet them with a bonjour and a little ça va, they will just help you with either French first if they don't know how to speak English, and then English if they see that you're struggling with the listening part and the comprehension.
Like something like bonjour, je ne parle pas bien français.
That works well.
Est-ce que vous parlez anglais? Right? It's nice and easy. Bonjour, je ne parle pas bien français. Est-ce que vous parlez anglais? So just saying like, hey,
or even pouvez-vous m'aider?
Yeah.
That would work pretty well. You're just asking them to help to help you, and they will be very happy to help. And if they can't, they'll let you know that they're in a hurry anyway. Some people just don't have the time to go for it. But yeah, if you think that most people do speak English, it's mostly because we have so many people from all around the world in Paris, especially whenever you come to Paris, but all over France it's gonna be a bit different. So whenever you're in Paris, obviously most people will speak English, but don't expect everyone to speak English. So start in French first, and then go with English if it's very necessary. And if you're somewhere else than in Paris, then it will be harder to find English speakers. But if you do, then just try to accommodate and have some French words in there to help yourself and help the person in front of you to help you better.
I guess we have two bonuses that will let you know. One is also don't be too loud.
Yes.
Okay? Always, and I say this and I'm the loudest person in the world.
We are the loudest. Last time we were in Cannes, people were looking at us in the restaurant like please can you shut up?
Yeah. Literally asking us nicely to shut our trap. But anyway, try to always kind of lower your tone, especially in public spaces. You'll get dirty looks if you're very loud. I know when drinking, sometimes you tend to be louder, but always kind of pay attention to that.
It's not even tailored to Americans. It's also it's the same for us, because whenever you're in a foreign country and you speak your native language, you expect people to not understand what you're saying, so you are louder without even knowing that you are that loud. So that's why sometimes French people are like, well, those foreigners are super loud. Just be careful when you think and when you talk, because I mean, some waiters or some other people in the restaurant might be like, want some privacy or anything. So just be aware about that. And the last thing was the dressing code.
Don't be too casual. Okay, we get it. Like, you're walking a lot, especially when visiting Paris, when visiting Bordeaux. I know there's a lot of walking around and then sightseeing. So this is completely fine. If you want to wear, you know, Ohio State gears, you know, that's completely fine.
Good.
If you want to wear, you know, sneakers to walk around. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, if you're going to a restaurant, you know, at the end of the day, always try to dress nicely. I think that's kind of the things when you're in Paris. You also kind of want to feel good about yourself and dress nicely. But if you like to dress comfy, Tom is a big comfy guy. He likes to dress comfy.
I do like it wherever I am in the world, either in the US or in France. I dress almost the same, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do like a pair of jeans.
And I'm wearing sweatpants right now. So there
also,
you go.
We can see in the comments that you're asking where is Isaac. So Isaac is actually on the track right now.
The track in front of us.
Yeah, we're in Vegas for the Formula One race, and we've recorded with him, and it was a great time. So hopefully he's gonna do an amazing result.
Yeah,
and
you know, we have a couple more videos also coming out in the next couple of days with Isaac. So
now we're about at the end of it, Alex.
So might be time for the
The
surprise.
big surprise. What are we gonna?
Okay.
So around December, there is something that everybody goes through, which is Christmas. Noel. So what are we gonna do for Christmas
this year for Christmas, we're gonna do a special masterclass with some of you, because it's going to be limited to a certain amount of people.
Yes.
If you want to join the waitlist for this amazing French masterclass special Christmas edition, comment the word waitlist. We'll go over some amazing tricks to improve your French. We'll go over the magic of Christmas en français, and we'll give you an exclusive chance to potentially join our French club.
And that's true. And if you're coming to France for December, and if you're coming to France for Christmas, this will be the perfect masterclass as well for you. You know, if you're planning to come to France around winter time, maybe in the next year, or if you want to come to France, this will be perfect for you. We're gonna have fun together. We're gonna have the best time. We're gonna be live all together in December. So all you have to do is to, just like everybody else is doing, please comment waitlist. So you're gonna be able to be on the waitlist to join us in December and have some fun all together. You'll see we will be live and probably have some guests and go around and speak all together.
Don't say too much. Don't say too much. You know, we have many surprises. Okay, but merci tout le monde d'être venu.
So
if you're watching this and you have any questions, please feel free to use the comment section. We'll respond to everyone. Okay, there's no dumb questions. So don't be shy.
And one last thing, do not forget that we're having this weekly French Unfiltered show every single week now on Thursday. So if you want a special theme or topic for next week, please comment it and we'll do it next week. So we'll see you next week and have an amazing day. And don't forget, comment waitlist to join us in December for our special Christmas workshop. So merci beaucoup tout le monde. À bientôt et au revoir.
Au revoir.
Merci.
Ciao, ciao.